my God, Canin, what are you doing? You're like on the clock and you're doing this LinkedIn shit? What? What I'm doing is I'm waiting for these integration tests to finish because I'm so excited. The ticket that I've been working on this week is actually, it's a request from a researcher, and the researcher is a wonderful individual that is just so attentive, and this was a request from quite some time ago. You know, it's a nice to have, but right now we've just finished up some projects, and so we're waiting for other teams to kind of resolve some stuff, and then, you know, looking exactly what Q4 is to be. Well, we know what Q4 is, actually looking into Q1, but narrowing down details for the remainder of Q4. So I had an opportunity to dig into some of this code and kind of figure out what was going on. It's a small change. It's a small request. But for me, I was able to get into debugging between the server and the client, between the Ruby and the JavaScript, and had to get down into some details because the way the ecosystem is that, you know, as organizations do, and it was wonderful, and it's been wonderful, but certain teams got reconfigured a number of years ago. And it wasn't an excuse to lay people off at all. It was because the project set was expanding. And in order to manage this larger set of projects, the teams needed to be reconfigured into a data team and a production team instead of having teams specifically for each project. Because of that, and so on and so forth, folks on the product team are aware of what's happening in the spatial application, and, you know, can dig on into the code, figure out whatever. But, you know, the original people that wrote the application have since moved on. Fantastically so. I love where I work. Oh, I can't talk enough about it because everybody knows, like, it's a joke. It's funny. Anyways, but moving on. Yeah, because Jake was one of the individuals who originally wrote the code for this, and so yeah, how all the bells and whistles work. Well, I had an opportunity to be able to dig down into the code and to be able to start figuring it on out so that we could add a simple new feature to the application. But again, the idea that scientists are gonna see this update and hopefully be like, oh, that's cool. Now I'm able to look there for that information. Cool. And it's about convenience. But being able to bring further convenience and efficiency to research. Gracias a Dios la tierra, el agua y la luz, ¿sí o no?